Good afternoon, everybody. This is the citation hearings for May 18th, 2022. We have 7 items on the agenda today. And first item is 65 Osborne. If the hearing officer would like to take it away while I bring the microphone up to the table, because I realize I have to do that. Oop. Longer than that. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is better than the movies these days.
Why people don't watch this.
I don't know why nobody watches this stuff. This is great. This can't be.
Like a 7-minute life.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting paid. I mean, I know I'm getting paid a little bit to do this, but not what those people are. Counselor, go ahead. I'm done.
We're on the record.
Yes, we are. All that is now officially on the record.
And I'm Attorney Gary Oberst. I'm the hearing officer for today. To my right, representing the city of Norwalk, is John Hayducky, the deputy zoning inspector. The procedure I'll follow is the city presents its findings. We have an opportunity to be heard. I'll hear any interested party, and then we'll try to reach a resolution. And if we can't agree on one, I'll decide for you. Okay. First case.
First item is 65 Osborne Avenue, and we have owners and council. So you want to do your thing there?
Council, please introduce yourself for the record.
Good afternoon, Michael Leventhal, representing Salvatore Diorio, trustee. The Giuseppe Diorio Revocable Trust is the owner of the subject. Mr. Salvatore Diorio is the trustee of the trust, and Teresa Ruland is how would we describe you as
Salvatore's fiance.
Salvatore's fiance.
Okay, are you going to testify? You have anything to say?
She may.
Okay, so
You can swear them both in.
raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth? Hold it up, Walter, while I say this. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Put your hands down. Okay. We'll let the city get started here.
Okay, so we're gonna let the comedy keep rolling here because not only, I think we wasted all of our money on a nice new digital camera. Simply, normally we do a presentation on the board. However, half of the presentation for this particular one, our scanner kicked out as I was doing this and is still not repaired. So if anybody that is going to be viewing this would like to see any of this file and any of this presentation, it is available for public consumption at our office here, room 129 at City Hall. Just come in, ask for John and the file for 65 Osborne. However, I will present the physical documents here so that everybody can see here. And I do have part of the presentation. When I do get to the part that I do have video for, I will put on screen. Okay, so I do not have it for this part. So first things first, we'll do a little housekeeping for proper notice. We have the owner of record on the property, which is Salvatore Diorio, trustee, Giuseppe Diorio Revocable Trust. That's the owner of record on the tax card there. And this is the notice of violation to the property owners. And I have here that was sent on April 22nd.
So you don't have these things up.
Up there, no, I don't. No. Okay. I have here on April 29th, a letter from Attorney Leventhal that in reference to the notice I sent. And that was sent on April 29th. Sometimes I just kind of really wish I had that video, that presentation, but it is what it is. Oh, thank you, sir. That's your letter. There you go. So then, in succession, after the notice, we have the citation, which is sent again to the owner of record on the tax card presented. Just have 2 pages, there's a little more language on that. And this is our constable service to the property owners. And I also have here correspondence from Attorney Leventhal saying that he will be here today. That's via email.
So, okay.
And so that's hopefully that would make sufficient notice.
Any objections? Notice.
No objection.
Notice is found.
Very good. Yeah, let me get this real quick. Here so that I don't get lost. We don't have the presentation. It really does go for. Somebody's happy out there. So basically what we have here, the long and short of this, this property came to our attention via a inquiry because the property is on the market for sale. And upon due diligence of a potential buyer, during our research for that inquiry, we found that the property, while it exists as a 4-family today, all of our documentation points to a 2-family. And I can like put a little, again, would be on my presentation, but this is a summary of what I found. And I'll present each item here. Sure.
So that's your position, is that they're coming into effect.
Correct.
Yes.
And just for the record, everything that's on that sheet there, I'm gonna try and be brief about it, are the documents here, and that they start back in 1975.
I saw the summary.
Yeah, so I want to let all
I'm fairly familiar with your position. The only thing I will add is that it has been, if you look at the tax assessor's field card,
Mhm.
it has been taxed as a 4-family for how many years? Like 40 years, over
Yeah.
40 years.
Ooh,
So,
a big refund.
I can actually probably.
That would be nice.
and I realize that that doesn't control the zoning requirements. So here's the long and short of it.
Sure.
We're not going to dispute your position at this point. My clients, we did have a contract to sell the property that has terminated, but the same buyer has now expressed an interest in coming back. So
Okay.
there may be a sale. We're negotiating with him. As I explained to you in my letter, and I have the leases here, we have 4 tenants in there. Each of their leases expires on August 31 of this year. So I wouldn't be able to even ask them to leave until their leases and they have a right to occupy their properties. We are prepared if we don't get the buyer. If we close, say, in July, then it becomes the buyer's problem, and he's fully aware of it.
Absolutely.
Or any buyer would be aware of it. We have to disclose it to them. Yeah,
Are you marketing as a 4-family?
I don't think they are anymore.
It was last year, September, when we put it on before we knew all this, but it still says it's under contract, which
As a 4-family?
No, let me explain to you.
Yeah.
When this buyer came in, I advised him, and it's in our contract, that it is not a legal 4-family.
Mhm.
He knew that going into the deal.
Yeah.
So that's when we may have a dispute over his deposit, because that's not your concern, but we disclosed that to him. right from the beginning.
As
that-
soon as we found out,
Yeah.
all showings were notified that this
that
is what
even though
was
it's
happening.
taxed as a four-family, we told them it's not a legal four-family, and it's subject to what John has done. So what I want to say is that if we don't sell it, they're prepared to take steps to convert it to a two-family. They met with the builder last night,
Okay,
and they've gotten, it's a verbal price to do
Right,
it.
right.
Their plan is that they would convert it to an apartment upstairs and an apartment downstairs, two-family. Now, my question to you is, if they do that, what do you require from them? Do you require architectural plans?
they just have to be, always ideally architectural, but they can just be very simple floor, construction plans, very, as long as they're neat to scale, something, 1 to 1/4.
So you would take that, a lot of builders can do that, if people who do that, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be like AutoCAD, if you do it on the computer, it could be AutoCAD,
Well,
that's
yeah,
fine, that's
of
perfect.
course, it's okay. Do you require an as-built to show what's in there now?
We do, but that can be a very simple sketch, that can be even less detailed, that can just be a piece of graph paper showing the layout of each floor.
Okay, so if we have to do this, just tell me step by step what we have to do to comply.
Sure, you get fill out an application for zoning approval to convert a 4-family to a 2-family.
Okay,
We get a drawing of existing conditions, and that can be very basic graph paper with just basic measurements and labels, nothing fancy. It gets a little fancier when you get to converting it to a 2-family, showing measurements of the rooms, egress, and then it's exits, hallway widths, things like that. And that's not even so much more, to be honest, for us, it's more for the building department, because a building permit will be needed for the minor construction that will be done. And then the building department wants you to see that it meets all the safety codes for a 2-family residence. Building department will do an inspection, we will do an inspection. And then what really closes the deal is a certificate of zoning compliance and a certificate of occupancy.
which
Those can be issued at the same time.
issued once the construction is complete.
Correct, yep.
All right, so my problem is, Mr. Evers, that I really can't, if we stay the owners, I can't really do anything until after August 31st. Our plan is, if we're gonna remain the owners, is to send the tenants notices that they have to leave. But as you know, a tenant could sit in there and we may have to evict them. So I'm asking for till September 15th to report back to you to see what happens. If we sell it, I'll contact John and I'll tell him we have a new buyer. And the new buyer will step into our shoes and he can deal with this.
So you'll send a notice to quit on September 10th, is that the idea?
Well, we're gonna send letters if we're not selling and they're gonna continue to be the owner. We will send letters to all the tenants. I have the leases here. You wanna see them? They all expire on the same
That
day.
I think that is worth.
That we are not gonna continue their lease beyond the end date and that we're asking them to leave. So we'll probably send those letters at least 30 days before the end of the term. So that would be around the beginning of August. I can even do it earlier.
I think we should do it by July.
Maybe July 15th or okay. So we'll send those letters, but as you know, it's hard to find apartments now. It's a tight market. So some of them, they say, we can't leave. Then I'm gonna have to commence summary process actions.
Okay, so September 15th, what's?
Nearest date to that.
Give me a date around there.
Yeah, I got that. Let's see, we have. That's a Thursday, so we can do the next Wednesday, so 15th is a Thursday if we did
Right, I'm
Saturday
looking at
month.
that.
So it'd be the 21st of September, would be the next Wednesday. Make
And
sure
I'll remain in touch with you. I'll
Oh,
keep
yeah.
you apprised. I mean, if we know we're gonna keep it, we'll start, at least file the application. Maybe you
Yeah.
can give us the form now, or is it something done on?
I can email you the form and I
Okay,
think they have it, you can fill it out right online now. these days.
okay.
So we're gonna make that a hearing date.
We can do that, that's good. I love you when we schedule things up.
Okay.
I'm also requesting, I mean, I know you find, if you can waive the $150 fine.
I have no problem with that, if you wanted to, there's $150 fine that's on the citation. because we did send a citation, so $150 is
No,
out there.
I just got this. This is new.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find.
That's fine by me. I like that. I like
They're
that.
trying to do what they have to
So,
do.
I
John,
like
let me
that.
ask you a
Sure.
question. If we
Of course,
don't,
they're more than that.
if we don't,
That's
start
enough
to-
of a
if we don't
Thank you.
comply,
Thank you
what is
very
it,
much,
Max,
sir.
150 a day?
150 a day back to the initial citation, which is, I think, on there, the 12th,
Yeah,
12th plus 5 days, because that's for mailing, so it'd be the 17th, which is yesterday. And even at $150 a day, I can only assess the initial $150 fine, which I think somebody's about to waive. But anything beyond that is on the hearing officer to make his determination.
okay.
Which is 5,000 a month.
It is about 5,000 a
Yeah,
month. That's
so
what-
that's not gonna happen. One way or another, either we're gonna comply or we're gonna sell the house.
Right. No problem, that's fine.
That's fine.
Fine, can I say something?
Sure.
I speak a broken English, okay? $5,000 a month, you're gonna put them to sleep right in the middle of the street.
Yeah, no, there's.
I'm not gonna have a house anymore to sleep. in.
That-
No, but that's saying that's what's gonna
That's not gonna
happen.
happen
But
if
you
you
should
if you start the
understand that
process to convert it.
Yeah,
That's the
that's-
authority I have.
Yeah.
When people.
We're not gonna do nothing against the law, I swear to God.
okay, that's okay.
And you just have to know what you're facing.
Yeah, that's just, we're just letting you know that that's what
Thank you
could
very much.
Could
Thank
happen.
you.
All right, right now, don't worry about it at the moment. You're fine.
Okay. Violation. No fine at this time. Continued to 9/21/22. Sale.
Application to convert.
Yeah, me to revert.
Application to
right.
convert. Should be done by then. Okay. Oral notice, I'm giving you notice now. So we're not gonna send a marshal.
Peter's actually out about that.
Don't tell him.
I won't tell him, I won't tell him.
So. Here we go, this is what you need.
Okay, so we are all set. So this is continued, this matter is continued until the 21st of September. And we will see you guys then.
Thank you very much.
You
Thank
got it.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you, sir.
The application form,
Let's. All right, we are recording. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to item number 2, which is 34 Bird Avenue. The last time we were here was March 16th. This one here, counsel for the property owner, looks like he is not here, but I will put on the record, I think that won't make a difference in this particular instance, because I think we're moving in the right direction, but of course, we always let the hearing officer make that determination. He was not here the last time we met on this matter. The council was not here. So I had to send notice, and I do have that here. Allow me to share screen. Don't need 7 Mount Hill, don't need that, so we'll do here. Okay, so let me get the. So. Oh, you're sorry, my fault. This is the memo. So just for those of us at home, like I said, March 16th was the last time we were here. And this was continued to today. And it was continued to today, must have progress or variance by today, variance application. The problem with this one was that they did work without permits, which exceeded the number of stories. And they were trying like heck to backfill to get the number of stories proper. They have done all that they can, And the counsel for the owner has agreed with this. So therefore, the only remedy at this point would be a variance. The variance is denied. So we'll drill it out later. It's gonna be a tough thing. But for a matter of housekeeping, I got a letter from Attorney Thomas on May 11th, which I have here, an email, should say a letter because it's slightly different. Stating that, yeah, they came up a little short. And he also indicated here that he would be filing a application for a variance by Friday, which that was this past Friday. And lo and behold, he has. And this is the notice for today's hearing, which was done on May 12th. But he was already aware of this, as he stated in this letter here. But regardless,
So he did file it.
he has, yep, this is just the head, this is just the cover sheet.
Okay,
So he is filed, he's ready to go. The only bit of information, I don't know if I put in any documentation, the next ZBA hearing is July 18th.
yeah, you did say that.
That's the next available hearing.
Okay, says that July 20th.
Oh, July 20th, it might be July, hang on. Well, but I'll correct myself for the record. I mean, I know I look foolish most of the time, but
Okay, so we're finding notice based on this communication.
and obviously he filed a variance, so I can't say no to
So,
continuing.
so when do we want to continue it?
I don't think we have a hearing scheduled after, well, we just scheduled one in September, but I don't want to go that long. Well, I don't think we have anything scheduled in August, to be honest.
Yeah, good, let's not schedule it for now.
Okay, we can do that.
Go to September, what's the difference? Is it gonna get it done or is it gonna? It's got a huge possible fine here
It's a big one.
if he doesn't do what he's.
He's got to, exactly.
We could have to sell the property to pay the fine.
Fine, yeah, it's getting up there.
So let's give him till September, then we won't have to hear anything about what the problems are. Let's
Right.
get another copy. Okay, so where's the September date?
Right now, we have the 21st. That's what we just put on for.
Okay, so that's good. Let's continue to
There we go. We got
9/20.
a couple ways.
This and I'll just hold up. What am I saying here?
Oh, here, there's the old one.
Basically saying they've done all they can do.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, there's really nothing else. Nothing else.
Violation continues. $500 fine remains. Further fines will be considered at the next hearing. Hearing. on September
So yeah, we're hearing.
9/21/22. Something you can read. Read notes.
For anybody else curious, Steve, the white officer coming in there, we always make fun of each other whenever we have hearings.
Let me see the page.
There it is. That. 16, very good. So that is 34 Burritt. We'll just put this together here. Exit out of this. There we go. Sorry, stop share. 34 Burritt continued to September 21st to allow for ZBA application to be heard by the board. Yeah. All right, let's see here. So we have that. I have there. Okay, now let's see 291 adjustment. Might have stuff out. All right, let me. Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you keeping score at home, we are on to item number 433 Ray Lane. The last time we were here was April 6, 2022. Mr. Hearing Officer, take it away.
Did you make a presentation? Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys swear, man. I mean, I can just go with it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Sir, state your name for the record, please.
Martin Vigno.
Can you raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Very good. Okay, now we
Now we can share screen. Now we can have fun. Okay. You're actually lucky. We had our, I was only able to scan 4 of the presentations today, so yours was one of them, so it's nice and easy to,
You gotta re-upload them every time?
oh no, I do new ones every time.
Oh.
So here's the previous decision on last time we were here, April 6th. We already know that. And our decision last time was that the violation was found, it was there. And the hearing officer was extremely generous. Could have fined the property owners $9,600.
But I
It was
had an
only 5.
extension, I was here previously.
hang on.
Okay.
Hang on, we'll do that.
I'm gonna hear you.
Yeah, we got it. It was a $500 fine. However, we can revisit the fine on May 18th if there's progress. So that's what we decided last time to just to make sure things got done. So here's what I have for my presentation. So we have basically this was a follow-up by the neighbor who filed the complaint.
Which is who?
This is somebody named Linda.
That's my next door neighbor.
Good.
She's at 3 or something.
Could be. That's very, she wanted the,
It's amazing, she's had boats.
oh, yeah,
We're
we'll,
gonna get you
yeah,
to.
don't worry. Let me get through this. I'll get it through quick. So basically, she actually just wanted to know the information for the Zoom hearing today, but which is odd because she's not here at the moment. So anyway, to what I have to do, which is send notice, and I did that here. Let me grab the the hearing officer can see that I've actually done my job for once. I have to prove that sometimes. Oh, where's it? It's all in here
You
somewhere.
guys are always here, you would trust you by now.
You would think. So
We're building a record.
we're building. Yeah, we got to build a record for everything that we do. So if there's somebody ever does appeal it, we have it. Everything on record. So here's the notice. That's what we see up there. And I have the constable's receipt for service. This was about the time where the scanner went down, so I have to present that physically. That's the constable.
It's hard to see everything.
You can see everything that we have there. That's.
Well, constant,
Just want you to see.
I just want to see if it's not up there, we gotta show you
Oh.
physically. And so we have here, again, because the scanner went down, we have Mr. Vigno's email to me here saying that he will be here today. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Richard, yeah, if you want to sit on the, and then we'll call you on.
Yep.
Got it. And then, so what I have here also, I didn't have a chance to scan this because Mr. Vigno sent it to me this morning after I attempted to make the presentation. An email showing the recreational vehicle is no longer in the driveway, meaning it's not in setback.
Is that an accurate picture?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can see the old,
Where it was, right?
yeah, I don't know if he has one there, but that's exactly where it was.
That's just the outfit printed out on the outer side for some reason. And these are just two photos. I was actually out at the time, so I said, no, let me grab my own pictures for the record, so we have it. This was actually kind of just after you sent this, probably around 11:30-ish, somewhere around there when I got these, maybe a little later.
Right.
So it's relocated to the back, which is really all it needs to be, has to meet the front setback, which that does. That's clearly behind the
Yeah,
house.
needs to stop.
It meets everything, yep, it does. So it has been relocated, and so that is part of the violation, but I wanted Mr. Vigno to be here because A, he does have the $500 we have to address, and then B, just to make sure that we understand that the RV cannot be in the driveway and that it cannot be used for permanent habitation. And that's my spiel.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So the only, as far as we can tell, everything's done. We'll close the file. If you ever come back with this, we'll bring the file back. This should take care of it, right?
Mhm.
And we have assessed a $500 fine. Let's see what that came up. When did we assess
So
that?
that was a little while ago by our standards, I guess.
I'm trying to find this. I'm
Uh,
trying to find out what happens.
Hang on, no, usually it's on the, hang on, usually I put it on here. Let's see here. Oh, you know what, I didn't. I think it was at the hearing, at the last hearing.
Oh, fine assessed $500 at the last hearing. Okay, so that seems to have gotten your attention, so I'm gonna waive the fine. And you're all set. Let me just write up the,
It was supposed to be moved on Saturday. And then my 7-year-old burnt the top of his foot,
Oh,
but I had to
yeah,
change everything and it just, and getting somebody, see, it's easy when I bought it, because I bought it down.
yeah, so now when it's there, now you gotta put somewhere else, not as easy.
Well, no, not if you don't have the equipment, you
Right.
know?
Right. Well, the good news is it has been moved. It's in a compliant location. Just make sure it doesn't end up back there and you're good to go.
All right.
okay, violation cured.
Yeah.
I'm writing it so maybe we can read it someday.
Sure.
Fine waived, case dismissed.
Perfect. The file is closed and $500 waived. Mr.
Yeah.
Vigno, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No problem. Take care and stay well. If you need anything else, feel free to give me a buzz.
All right, thank you.
Take care. All right, let's pause that. There we go. Okay, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
know, you could do that trick where you knock the microphone off.
Oh, yeah, I did
He
that
wasn't here to
before.
see that.
Well, I could just knock the microphone off again. Yeah, that gave
That's
anybody
always-
that was listening to this got an earful on that one. That thing rolled a little bit. Anyway, so we're a little bit more legitimate now. We have microphone, we have video. And for those of us keeping score at home, this is 28 Edmondson Road. That is item number 7 on their scorecards. And this is one that has not been here before in front of our hearing officer. So I have to start from the beginning with notice and why are we here? Why am I wasting everybody's time? So I have to give that presentation. So here is the share screen. Yes, you should swear them in because we gotta make sure everybody's legitimate around here. We should do that.
State your name for the record.
Richard Galuli.
Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yep.
Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, so we have here, so everything that I am presenting to the hearing officer is on the screen there. I don't know why that kind of came out so small, but anyway, this is, we're gonna go through notice first. Owner of record, and the tax assessor. So the first notice was sent all the way back in October of 2019. Why is this coming out so small? I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. There we go. There, that's a little better. Yeah, do a little more. of that. So we have Richard here at 28 Evanston, that's where it was sent. Now, we had to send another one because our attorneys said we should revise the text on our notices. So at the time, I was trying to be official and trying to be, legal. So at their advisement, I sent a new notice. So that's why we have,
What did you change?
it was something in the, I think it was something in the 15-day area. I'll be honest, it's 2019. I don't have any idea what the heck we changed. I'll be completely, when the attorney says send a new one, I send a new one. Because they're gonna defend me in court, so that's whatever they want me to do, I do.
Okay, so this is May
Yeah.
October 2019.
Yeah, there we go. And we have a response here from the property owner. But if that wasn't enough, this was him requesting a meeting with me at the time. Way back to November 1st, and I guess that would mean November 1st, 2019.
30 minutes. Just be me as lawyers are expensive.
I had to put that, I tried not to put that in there, but I'm like, I gotta print the email that he responded to, so.
I have no, I agree with you.
Oh, there you go. All right. There you go.
definitely been reasonable so far.
So, but more officially from the post office, this is the green card return. And that was again back in October of 2019.
Okay.
So we're gonna flash forward a little bit here to 2022. Same owner, same tax card, almost different day out printout. And that is for the citation I sent here.
This is, Mr. Gahuli, you live on Althea Lane. This is not where I live, is it? Amundsen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving in there as my primary, but I'm not able to do that yet,
Okay, but this is the right address now for you.
for the time being, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Well, there's the citation with today's hearing date on it, right there. And this is Constable Bondi's service. I don't think I did not get that in here because I think he just returned that to me either Monday or
Did you
Tuesday.
happen to see that service? It was served at 28. Who was it served? Because it serves Althea Lane.
Saturday morning, I think. it was.
Saturday.
Yeah, I had the buying at the door Saturday.
Okay, so
Perfect.
notice is found.
Awesome. So we'll have a little fun here with the progression here, and I'm sure if there's anything that Richard disagrees with, you will let me know, but this is more factual than anything else. So this all began way back in 2018, the good old days. And for construction of an addition, some renovations to the house, at subject property, that's the permit. And as we see on here, it was issued.
What is it we're trying to do?
Well, this was initially just for a common house renovation and addition. But things got a little,
Construct a second story addition.
yep,
That's where
that's
it
the
started.
primary, that's where it all starts.
Okay,
So, and I also have here and these next couple are the crux of where this all begins. So that's the permit, nothing wrong there, everything was legal, everything's good. So I have here the survey, which was dropped off to us as the final as-built with the addition. So the issue lies in, and I actually did something very slightly out of order, and I do apologize for that, but I will make a full circle. Yes.
I don't know what I'm
Oh,
looking.
no, here, that's why,
That's what this,
right, so the as-built was done here on April 4th, 2019.
right.
So that was the as-built for the work. Whenever there's a addition done to a house, we request a final as-built, so we get the up-to-date footprint and all other conditions on the property. I'm just gonna zip forward here real quick. I apologize to everybody. So this map here was done in 2005, up here in the corner.
Mhm.
Now, if we zip in a little bit here, the front from the structure to the front property line, is 16 feet.
Oh, right here,
Yep, you got it. In 2005.
okay,
Now, if I may go back to the other survey,
okay.
go up here. Let me just go up here. Sorry, I know I whizzed through these things.
So now we're,
No longer at 16, we're at 11 and 13.
ooh,
So what happened was there was some little bump out there.
what happened? How did that happen?
So what's the 11? Because the 13.7 is what I know.
Yeah, that was, it's just to the portico.
Oh, okay.
That's all that is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing moved here. How did that?
Oh, it did. Oh, it did.
Like a magician.
Okay,
Oh, it did.
all right.
It did. So what happened was we got summoned for an inspection when the work was all done. Again, we have the final as-built. So this is the compliance request from the building department. We had these at some point. The building department actually told us when they were done at one point.
Now you put it, okay.
So the rest of the work that was proposed was actually compliant and all good. The deck was okay, everything else was fine. The problem is, we had the extension on the front, which the building was already in the front setback. So now there's more so in the front setback. So that's the violation, work beyond scope of purpose.
Do you have a picture, Jet, by any chance?
I do not have a photo. We can share screen. Well, I have technology. I can do this. So we're gonna stop share on this one, but we're gonna go over here. I come prepared. Except for that question just asked. 28. Here we go. We're gonna get a street view right here. Oh, of course, right?
That's how it was.
Yeah, was 2015, November 2015. Let's see here.
I have a photograph here if you don't have one.
Yeah, if you do that, but yeah, this was in 2015. So this is what it looked like prior to the construction. And then I also do have, it was part of the presentation, so shockingly, I actually may be able to answer your question still. And I may have maybe Richard's photo there, but we'll see.
Yeah, my attorney has pretty good.
Let me just see if I have a quick down here. So this is what it looks like today. It's not a photo, but this is the drawing of what it looks like today. And
Well, that's what it's going to.
that's what's going to look like. So basically, this is enclosed here.
Yes, yes.
This says.
That's what it looks like right now.
There we go. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. Actually, do I even have, I may even have that picture. Hang on now. Hey, there we go. Look at that. It's black and white, but I got that.
So what is happening?
So what happened is this, basically the front of the house got pushed up.
Oh,
That's what started it all. That's what we discovered that via
oh, he
the survey.
decided we need more room inside and we
Push up. Common sense, right? Yeah, that's,
Well,
well,
there was something logical and you find your violation.
yes, that's
So
pretty
the,
much it.
That's how it
the
works.
builder decided that, but the builder is my agent, therefore I decided that.
Oh, there we go. So there we go. That's the long and short. So if, last couple of documents, only a few pages here. So upon noticing this, the only real resolution here would have been a variance application. So on May 16th of 2019, it was heard by the zoning board of appeals to basically approve what was done as is. The board didn't like it, but they threw the property owner a line by denying without prejudice.
Right.
If they denied it outright, you'd be up a creek. But denied it without prejudice, which means you can come back and try again.
I was told that.
Yes, I think they told them that no one.
You told me that.
Oh,
I told that to you, yeah.
I was at that here.
You were at that hearing. Your item was on that hearing as well. Look at that. You're right down here. Yeah, look at that. So at the advisement of staff and the board, on flash forward to April
That was
15th.
almost 3 years ago today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, that was,
Time
you're
is
right.
flying by.
Time flies when you have fun, and I hope somebody is. So April 15th, 2021, they granted a variance to allow the second story to remain where it is,
Okay.
but to set in the first floor.
Gotcha.
Now, that's a compromise in some eyes, maybe
There's some
some don't.
logic to that you can
That's-
find, because I can't.
Well, it's 50%.
Yeah,
We're
they basically-
meeting halfway.
Yeah, the meeting, that was basically it. I mean, that's exactly the best way to put
Well, they can do what they want.
it. Yeah, they basically can, unfortunately. I can't tell
I
them.
just gotta figure out a way how to do it. That's it.
So
Well,
we have,
My architect has figured that out. I gotta put it into practice.
that's true. That's a good way, another way to put it. So we have the permit here from December of 2021 to do the work outlined in the variance approval. And here's just some quick drawing. I didn't break out every drawing, but this was just something for the hearing officer to see. And basically, whoops. So basically, yeah, this is probably the best view of it here on the side, is that this has to be set in.
Place makes no sense.
It's a lot of work.
It is work. I'll
A
use
lot, a
that.
lot of work for 2 feet, 3 inches.
That's all it ends up being.
So
And
what, they didn't like the fact that you came to them afterwards, right?
I think that's probably what, I'll be honest, that's gotta be it. That's it. And then this is the last little detail. So basically, it's the front, when all is said and done, you have the cantilever. That's what's gonna,
Yeah.
sidewalk cantilever.
I mean, the easiest solution was to take away the portico, which would have corrected the 11.
We would credit that one.
That was 3 feet,
Yeah.
but they wanted the extra 2 feet as well, so.
So basically what we're here for is very easy. As I said in my last presentation, my boss has asked me to go things that were initially addressed back prior to COVID, if there was anything left hanging. So let's expedite these. So basically, I'm just looking for, and this is where I'm gonna let the property owner
Where's
make his
the,
case. What's up?
oh, I'm
There
sorry.
you go, second page. Basically, I rarely hear this from me. You can discuss with the property owner what an appropriate time would be to get this resolved. Obviously, we are not looking for an extension of, 2 years. But I also do fully recognize that 60 days probably isn't enough to do this either. So a reasonable extension would be,
Mr. Gilhoy, what do you think?
Well, I mean,
What's
I think 6 months would be reasonable, but I think rather than have, I picked this up from Leo in the building department, I think a couple months ago. And it had been in for the process for the building permit to fit in with the variance, and then I already had the permit from zoning.
Mhm.
And I had workers scheduled to do it, and they pulled out of the job, and they weren't available, and I guess the prices went up a lot too, so they wanted to change the price of the lumber, quadrupled in price. It was a significant increase, so I put it on hold, and then Leo was getting a little bit impatient and asked me to come pick up the package if I wasn't gonna start the work. But not impatient, he was more, if you're not ready to start it and we give you the permit now, it's good for 6 months, so you have to be able to do it in 6 months. And at that point, I couldn't commit to that, but at this point, I do have some builders who are telling me they can do it for a reasonable price by the end of September. But to give myself a little bit of leeway, if I can say September, October, I can hopefully take care of it certainly before the winter sets in, and before the end of the year.
Well, I'd like to, I don't want to wait that long to hear what's going on.
Right.
Okay, because if nothing's happening.
Right.
So why don't I go out 2 to 3 months and see what's happening? If everything's underway, we'll just continue.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And then keep in mind that once the building permits are all, if they're all active
Yeah.
and reactivated, whatever they have to be.
Right.
They are good for 6 months.
Right.
So
Right.
if, I'm just using an example, if, everything's reactivated and up to par June 1st.
Yeah.
You have until December to
I see.
fix that.
Okay, so when I was saying a few months, I can probably get this activated again within 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah, because our permit's still there, so you just have to go to
Right.
Leo and reactivate
So then I
it.
would be able to show you that the permit is active, and then I have 6 months to. complete it
Correct,
from the
yeah.
building department.
So if you think you can do that, we have one later in July, a meeting, a hearing, I think we just did. Let me break that out here. So
July 13th.
July 13th, okay, so what I could say, is, if you can prove, give me a copy of the permits by then.
Yes, yes.
We can reconvene and we can see where we're, and plus even by July, you'll have a little bit better of an idea where things are heading with the project yourself.
Yes.
And we can put that into the record and we can codify that. And then we have a better idea when it would be finished.
So I can, yeah, I can definitely commit to getting the permit activated by the next meeting by July.
By July
And then
13th.
at that point, we can say, probably sooner, but within the 6 months.
Yeah.
Expiry of the permit. it will be complete.
Right, exactly.
7/13/22. Violations found, they recommend a fine. I'm not gonna give you a fine at this time. You got enough expense going on. You don't need fines. Let's just get it done.
I appreciate that.
Okay. All notice, so do you
I wish
notice,
everyone was that reasonable.
you notice to July 13th hearing, so that we don't have to serve you, you're being noticed here.
Yeah, so
And
back to
some
mine, right, if you want to write
violations.
it down real quick. July 13th, and just put on their building permit needed to be activated by that.
Okay, and we'll see you then. Hopefully this will make your place more attractive.
Well,
Can't understand any other reason to do it.
well, I don't think the people on the ZBA were concerned whether it was attractive or
No,
not.
they were concerned with, oh, you didn't ask us for this.
That's, I mean, I don't like, I'm on the record, so.
I wish there was a way that I could just pay a fine and be done with it, but
Yeah,
that would be better for everyone.
Absolutely.
It would be quicker for me and it
Trust me, I've
would,
been on your side of these things too.
yeah, it would save the taxpayer money and it would not waste resources, which.
You're gonna hit me with logic again.
All right, Richard,
This
you're all
is the
set.
city you're talking to. We don't deal with logic.
All right, that was.
Maybe we'll
20
get that
minutes.
change.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to 291 Chestnut Hill. For those of you keeping score at home, that is item number 6 on the agenda. This was last presented on April 6th, 2022. And we have some attendees here, so I'm going to let the hearing officer take it away.
State your name for the record. State your name for the record.
My name is Drayton Holti.
Okay, and your name?
Yeah, Flamur Oja,
Okay, raise your right hand.
right hand,
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear what Mr. Hidaki has you here for.
Yeah, let's see, why am I wasting everybody's time? So let's go here. Here's my presentation. That's not yours.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not yours either. So let me do this real quick. Stop screen share. Okay. Let me get this up here. We'll get that one. And we will also get today. Oh, where that one went. There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
We're good. We've figured it out.
yeah, we get it.
Figured it. All right. Wait, if every one of these things ran smoothly, they paid me more,
Yeah,
but that doesn't happen. So, here we go. All right. So we'll start here. Last time we were here, and the hearing officer already has this in front of him, April 6th, 2022. Basically, we continued the matter to today. There is a contingent fine of $1,000. Contingent's different from assessed. Contingent basically means that we need to see progress for the resolution of the violation.
Where's the notice?
Getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Getting there.
I like to see that right up top, so that
Oh, sorry.
if they don't have notice, they don't have to listen to anything
Well,
else.
normally we do what we did at the last hearing, and then you can say that I've totally screwed things up and they don't have to be here because this stuff's already been done. So we can, next step anyway. So next slide here, if you will. We go down here. I think it's not the next slide, so one after. And there we go. So this is the hearing notice today. We have, this is the notice there. This is what's on the screen. And ownership. Drayton, right?
yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna get it right sooner or later. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it right. 291 Chestnut Hill. And we have here, I did not get a chance to get it into the presentation because our Constable just dropped this off to me today, which I think he also dropped it off to you guys today, is the constable's hearing notice.
Actually, I started like getting letters like just like 4 days ago. Before, like it's complaining, like it comes like someone from zoning. Like he said, like you have a lot of stuff over there, but we start like I just bought the house.
Oh, hey, we're
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
Just what you got this.
as long as you got that notice, which is these two things here, that and this.
No, just like
Which one do you have there? May I,
Just one, but you didn't receive any other.
Oh, that one, yeah, bingo, that's it, that's this one here.
this one I got.
That's that, yeah, this is just a black and white of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
This
not
one I
this
got.
one.
That one there, he dropped it, our constable dropped it off at 291 Chestnut.
Today?
He said the 17th, which was yesterday.
And 17.
Yeah,
Yes.
he said he dropped it
So
off.
this one over here.
That might be it.
No,
Nope, okay.
maybe like this one, these two letters.
I don't know, that's not it. No, that's definitely not us.
Yeah.
No.
This
But you definitely got that one though, because you have the copy of it, which is this here,
Yeah.
so that's. So I'm gonna say that because we have this here and we do have the constable saying he did drop it off, whether it's there or not.
Yeah, I'll find those.
So I think, and we have warm bodies here, so I think
We
we're,
have notes.
we have noticed. So basically, to update, this is just, I think exactly as the property owner was saying. There is some storage of some equipment in the rear of the property. And I can show these right here. This is, there's 3 photos. And so, let me bring it up to, oh, there it is, okay, perfect. So this is photo number 1 here. And then the next
One
one.
second.
Yep,
Does this photo look accurate to you?
it is.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is, it is, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
So I got 2 more, so we'll do the same
Yeah,
thing.
the city guys, they know why, every time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
And so we got this here, the trailer. I think it's a
No,
trailer.
it's not trailer.
It's a truck.
It's the
Truck, yeah, trailer, truck. And to us, it's gonna be the same thing. And then last but not least, a close-up of the equipment. So, and these actually were,
It's a lot like one.
yeah, it does. These were actually obtained by my colleague, Steve in the light office.
Oh, yeah. so-
He did me a favor and did the inspection because I was not around. So that was very kind of him. I owe him lunch at this point.
And this is what's still there right now.
This is
Yes,
the
yes,
violation
yes.
that's at contempt. So basically, all we need for us, and I do understand that Steve's out there for other reasons. But for us, is just this stuff you see here and the truck and basically anything that's related to a commercial contracting business, exactly, any of that store. So basically, these things, once they're removed, I'm done.
No,
I can't say anything about the other department,
Yeah,
but
no, no,
for
no.
us, it's that simple.
Like I said, like before, like from zoning, it comes like, I forget the name, maybe I can find the card. From all this stuff. And I explained to him, I bring it over here,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna get the permit and store like, I bring it like, not for the storage, so I have a shop like in Bridgeport.
Okay,
But I bring it like, I'm gonna side in, like,
And you need
To
those
do
scaffolds
siding
to,
and stuff
yeah,
like
the
that.
siding and.
and I explained to him, he said, oh, okay.
all right, that was
Now-
probably
now-
Steve, that was probably Steve.
Now I'm talking with the architect
Okay,
to start like getting the permit and stuff, and I wanted to do beautiful place to renovation over there and stuff.
The roof collapse in the.
Roof. Roof
Okay.
is, I
okay,
have
Correct.
pictures like it's going like down and deck, and it's very dangerous. I have a 9 years old son,
yeah,
and
you
I
don't want,
Yeah.
scare like, that's why, I don't know who built it that. Big guard before.
yeah, but not well, they didn't do it well.
No,
Yeah.
like, it's
No, they
Very-
built it, but what they did, they built a deck on top of the roof.
tough, it's no supports, 38 feet,
And then,
38 feet, nothing
Is
support
it,
under.
so what is, it's a gas house or garage, the 3-car garage, and then is the shop in the back, and so from second floor, they made a deck. And the deck and the weight, and they use only 2x6 in
Yeah,
17
yeah,
feet, longest span. So it was open, everything like disaster. So what happened, but we are here, I mean, to work with you
Yeah.
and try to clean up.
Yeah.
You cannot have the truck has to be removed
Yeah,
and
that's-
storage somewhere besides.
So
the
here's
thing.
why, so I talked to my friend Steve. Basically, what we need to see, if you're gonna be doing work, if you're gonna be repairing,
Yeah.
which is, all that's fine. And as Steve, I'm sure, let you know, that you have to be active, you have to have active permits and actively working on the property to have this here. Then whatever is not being used can't be there.
Of
So
course, yeah.
basically, what I would recommend at this point is to get your permits as soon as possible.
Yes.
And this way, once we get the permits, the neighbors can stop saying that it's not there for any reason. Because if you have a permit, I can say it's here for a reason.
Yeah.
If there's no permit, I can just say, well, look, they may be doing something there, but I have no evidence of that. So to me, I have to agree that it is storage. It's not with a purpose.
The thing is, I mean, things going so slowly those days. We're supposed to meet the architect long time ago, and finally we will meet her tomorrow.
Okay,
So she's gotta start drawing, and first thing we gotta bring the drawing and start getting the proper
keep in
permits.
mind, you gotta stop here first, because zoning is your first stop for anything.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
but yeah, and then we will have to do those things.
Yeah,
And
First of all, I'm gonna start, I think, to do the survey first.
good
I
idea.
wanted to have to know, because I don't know why these neighbors. But when I bought the house. And I'm not complaining to them, I said, we have a big property.
Yeah.
You can move the fence, it's not a problem. He said, oh, it's mine. I said, okay, but when I'm gonna do survey later.
Yeah.
Just in case, don't look me like I'm doing something wrong, so I'm gonna get my survey.
So you have a right to do
But
that.
I explained to him, I said, wait to do the both survey, because my driveway, the house is old, when he built, like, the driveway, the columns, it looks like more like an 75 years old or
Yeah.
more. See, and the driveway, it looks like he put like 2 times on the top, and it's like.
asphalt, yeah.
Asphalt, and they didn't
It's-
tear it up each
Yeah,
time.
it has to be like 20 years, 25 years, if
Yeah.
you calculate
That
that.
just keeps laying on top.
He said, oh, it's mine. I said, oh, okay.
But they push the fence.
Yeah.
They
Put the fence, but I'm not complaining to him.
They put
That's
the,
fine. That's,
His wife, he came to me, said, now, he comes like to the court, he said, you have to make driveway in the middle for your property, I said. I'm gonna, when I get the survey,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna talk, you
we'll figure it
understand?
out. Yep.
I'm not complaining nothing.
Yeah. So I think that's that's part of what you'd have to get a survey anyway.
I just bought the house, I try like to live in there, like try like to make it nice, but it's hard, like when you get the house.
and then
You
you
spend
gotta-
money. you
you-
need
And then
money.
this happened. Yeah.
Yes,
no, I
Still working
understand.
and hard to find even help those days.
We got
Nobody
that.
wants to work.
We get that, so we understand, and that's why we're here, so that's why we want to get something going, we want to get something.
Yeah, no,
in the
definitely, I
pipe,
mean,
in the
we-
pipe, so if you're gonna have a survey done. What you could do is I am okay with extending this to allow that to be done. The only thing is you'd have to let me know when you were in contract with the surveyor.
Mhm.
So this way, by having the contract, I can say, hi. I can say the survey's getting done per this
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
And then I can have that when somebody calls me, when somebody files something, I can say, we're doing work here. We're gonna be doing work.
The truth is, he paid somebody $750. He wants, how much? He wants 1,500?
He asked me for the 1,500, I pay like, I was busy, I pay him 700 and I'm gonna go one more time, oh, I don't have
You
a
paid
time.
him long
it's
time ago.
crazy, like, I
He
pay
paid
like-
him, the guy,
Because I'm gonna get the permit, I try like, I have like.
the guy disappeared.
To see like in front, like the walls, like to build a little bit of stone to make it nice and to replace the driveway.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, now we stop like working like order over
Yeah.
there because like the roofing
yeah,
and stuff.
right,
But I have a question for you,
Yeah.
officer, and you, sir.
sure.
if I can start cleaning stuff like garbage or some wood or some pieces like some asphalt and to
Yeah.
remove from that. So I don't
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Absolutely, you can do that, absolutely. But the-
Listen, it's the first time I bought the house. Of course, I like to ask you, so when he says stop working, stop working,
Right.
but.
Yeah, but
that's why-
cleaning is not,
Cleaning,
is not
okay,
part
but-
of, you
Yeah,
know,
the key thing. is
no
like I
nail,
said,
no nail.
try and, exactly, try and at least get that permit in as soon as possible. Because like I said, that's the stuff I can show somebody. I can say, this is what's being done. This
Yeah.
is why what's going on is going on.
Yeah.
Because of it. I need to have something. I need to
Yeah,
have something to show. So
yeah.
whether it's a survey contract, whether it's, an application
Okay.
for a permit.
Yeah.
Just a copy of the application, that works.
Yeah.
Just something to show that we're moving forward.
You'll be moving
I
forward in the
think, I think
project.
so, it's two, maximum like 2 weeks or something, and we're gonna apply, so the architect is still like, he has to come like, we have like for Monday.
Yeah.
He's gonna come Monday, like just to get like the points and stuff. and
Yeah, yeah.
To do the drawings, and after when, I don't know how long it's gonna take, maybe like a week, maybe 10 days, like to finish the drawings.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring the drawings to here in the town,
Perfect.
and building department, and we're gonna start from there.
Let's see, let me just take a quick look here. So I'd be okay if the hearing officer would be in agreement. We just had on here, we have a hearing in June, I believe it is on the 22nd.
I have a question.
Sure.
Before we go.
Sure.
What has happened since the last time I put a contingent finding? What have we accomplished?
As in resolving it,
As in moving any progress?
well, I think we have here, he's gotten the architect, he's got an architect on board for the work that needs to be done. And that's
You can,
to resolve the
you're
actually resolve-
satisfied that there's progress towards solution and you're happy to continue.
I'm okay to
Fine.
continue this. I am
Because this.
okay to do that. And the thing is, and that's why, if you're saying you can get a permit in 2-3 weeks,
Yes.
Yeah.
you can do
definitely,
that.
Yeah,
I think that we have a hearing on the 22nd of June.
Yeah.
We can continue it.
yeah, please,
To
yeah, I
then.
mean, yeah.
By then, we need to have at least the application
Yes.
in.
Yeah,
Am I
no.
correct in assuming we have a meeting on the 22nd?
Yeah, wow, we're in sync.
Look at that, we're
Impressed.
But from now to that time to 22,
Yep.
we can start like cleaning
Yes.
stuff like
Yeah,
and some.
yeah.
absolutely. So this
water,
way.
some-
So this way, if somebody, I have, it says, when people call me, I don't have an answer for them.
Do you guys have any surveyor list, what you prefer in town or something?
We do not. However, you can look at the customer service office.
Okay.
They're up front, but they close at 4:30, so they're not open now. The window that's up front as you walk into City Hall, they have a list of who's done projects
In a,
with the building department with,
Okay.
we just can't,
Someone who's doing the good, like,
we can't
Yeah.
recommend anybody because it would look like we're directing business.
yes, yes.
Zoning by state law can't do that.
But if it's a 3 or more, then you're not directing to anybody, really.
Well,
Like, if you
we
have-
still can't do that either, no, because the only way we can do it, we'd have to give you everybody.
No, yeah, everybody, you can give the list, you cannot recommend one guy.
Here's what I would, here's
was
what I
thinking-
can tell you.
Yeah.
Go on Google, type in Norwalk Land Surveyors. Pick one.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Okay,
Put it that way.
because he paid somebody, I'm telling you, he paid somebody from last time because he's planning to do a project. The house was abandoned for a long time, the house.
Yes.
It was, how long it was?
I don't know, when I bought the house, I think so, there's nobody like, a lot of garbage before. I try, like, if you go like, if you put like now,
full.
like, type it like in a Google.
Yeah.
Like in 2 years ago.
The
you
house,
see,
they
like,
collect
one year
stuff
ago.
over there, and
But
they
it's-
left them in the
Pandemic.
all
it's
all over
hard,
the
like,
property.
No, we
And it
understand.
was abandoned for a long time,
And that,
so it's a lot of stuff.
well, we're gonna get it fixed. That's what we're gonna, that's what you guys are gonna do.
No,
You
no,
guys are
no,
gonna get it fixed.
definitely, we will, nobody keep the property, at least, nobody like to keep the property.
So here's what we'll do.
Right.
So I can, like I said, Google Norwalk Land Surveyors.
We will find
And
it.
then pick the best one, the one that looks the best for you, best
Yeah.
price, most trustworthy, they're not
Yeah.
just gonna walk away from you. And then by the 22nd, have an application in, even if it's not approved, even if we were
Yeah.
still reviewing it. even if
Review it,
it's still-
yeah,
Just as long as it's in, that
Definitely,
gives
yeah.
me something that I
Definitely.
can let people know when they ask.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, good answer too.
I think we're writing here.
Go easy on us.
What did you say, June 13th?
June 22nd.
Whatever.
Whatever, yeah, fine, yeah, whatever. Yeah, fine.
Oral notice. Okay, so here we go, guys. The violation continues. What acceptable progress? The contingent fine from last time is waived. The new contingent fine of $1,000 for continued progress. So right now, you don't owe anything. At the hearing on 2/22, if there's progress, I can waive that. Don't do anything, plus your $1,000.
Of course, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm giving you notice of the June 22nd hearing now, so we don't have to send you anything.
Yeah, no need, yeah.
All right, June 22nd, next hearing. I always like to give people something to write down on. just
Yeah, no, yeah.
So that they have it.
What time, officer?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, you're saying, hey, you know what, I'll put you a little higher up on the agenda this time, so we'd be closer to 3 o'clock, but we put the same start time for everybody.
Okay,
So we get people here and we just call it.
Roll
I'll
it.
try.
The ones
I'll-
who are here will try to call.
We'll try, yeah, we'll try.
No,
Just
no,
have
it
it-
will
There's so
be-
many people here today, yeah.
hopefully, I mean, you guys gotta see it yourself. I mean, next time we will have definitely a progress because, we are not gonna done and thank you very much. both
Sure,
of you.
no problem.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck, guys. That was the last one, the second to last. We got one more today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we gave this one as much time as possible. This is item number 5 on your agendas. This one had a oral notice from our last hearing, so,
When this is,
Hmm?
when this is recording,
Yeah.
there's a timestamp, in other words, they know that this, what time it is.
I think it's not clear on there, but you have the option of putting it on there when you watch it. So like if you watch it.
I just wanted, for the record, that we waited till 5 o'clock and they didn't show.
It would be on, so if you were, there is a way when you're watching it, you can hit what time, like what the time is at that moment.
Okay,
It's just not on there. You know, that's an excellent question as to why that's, but that might be a Zoom thing and not an us thing, that they just can't do it. People, good people at Zoom aren't gonna listen to us.
nobody listens to us.
Well, it was us anyway. But those guys might.
Only the bartenders, they listen to us.
Well, yeah, because we tip well.
Yeah.
Well, that's on the record now, so great, so if any bartender sees this, they're gonna flag us down.
That's okay.
Great.
Fine, we get good service.
Yeah, that works for me. All right, this one should be pretty quick, so we'll do last screen share here. Harris. Okay, hit the wrong button, that's on me, Ted Harris, all right. So, last time we were here was April 20th, not too long ago. The outcome of that was a found violation. No violation, no fine at that time, max fine 13,000 plus, continued to today. Oral notice was given. So, and I'll leave that there for a moment.
Okay, you got a picture, I think I remember this one.
I don't have it up there. Again, my scanner wasn't working too well this morning. That is what it looks like there. Yeah, there, hey, everybody, yeah, it's over there. We got it.
Okay,
If anybody wants to see this one photo, it is here in our office, room
okay, so
129.
this is today, so what has happened this?
Well, since last time, if you give me 45 seconds here, I can bring up the last hearing on this, which was in the 20th. There we go. So basically, this is what it looked like last time. They were working on it. This, if you go far enough back, I can use good old Google for this one. Where's Google? Google. Here we go.
That's not,
No, that's not it. However, I can just do this. There we go. Harris. Yep. Let's see, will cooperate, yeah, that's what it looked like before, converted garage.
right,
So, they got the notice and the citation for the 20th. And while I, somewhat appreciate that, they just started working to resolve the violation, which is in this photo here, and last hearing. The only difference is between last hearing and today, they were still working on this, converting it back to a garage. Now it appears they have completed it today.
oh, okay, yeah, I see it,
You saw the sheathing around here, and you don't have the full hinges on here, but you do in there.
right,
But the problem lies in visually, you'd say this is resolved,
right,
but to do this, they converted it to living space, which was, if I may go on here. Is there another hearing that we had prior to this? Yes, 126. So let me do this. Allow me one moment here. Here we go. And we know it was living space because charge, where is it?
tell me back up.
Yeah, I got you. I know, I understand. I got you. And I do have this here. There we go, from the health department. Here we go. Health department said the work was that they converted space to living space. They converted unfinished space to living space. That's how we know that that this was done with no permits. It was a living space, not a garage. So to revert living space to a garage, you need a building permit. That is the missing link here.
So as far as we know, we're still waiting for a building permit.
Waiting for a permit, because we've seen this before, and I know folks at home may find this hard to believe. We've had folks who put garage doors up, and then just behind the garage door is a piece of sheetrock, and the living space is still there. So that's why we can't really just take while there's a fair chance that he probably did revert it back to a garage. I have no evidence of this, and I haven't been able to get inside. And I put on the record, unless he reached out and called me, around after 1 o'clock. I haven't checked my voicemail since about 1 o'clock. I've heard nothing. Interesting one to say the least.
So my findings list.
I don't think we had a fine, to be honest.
There's no fine?
No, because I think the idea was that
No fine.
there was gonna be progress, and it's your definition of progress. You put the garage door up,
Right, but
well, he doesn't have a permit, so 6 one, half dozen of another.
contingent fine this time. How long are we gonna continue? So I don't know, $1,000 doesn't seem like enough.
I think the max on there is north of 10.
I don't do that either.
I mean, if he comes, if it's back to a garage, literally it's paperwork and 2 inspections.
Right.
So it could be pretty quick.
Really fine. See, I never gave him a fine, so he didn't know he was in trouble.
Well, he kept saying, he kind of made a testimony that he wasn't, he wasn't gonna.
Well, I'll just put $1,000.
All right.
So that's incentive enough, $1,000.
Well, we have the 22nd of June. That's a month. That should be adequate. I think that should be adequate. Yes. Shoot, I'll figure it out later. And this is 622. All right. That is it. That's all of it. Nobody's here for that one.
Time to get a new one.
Oh, there's a story behind that too.
Okay.
For a few minutes or a couple hours, our envelope printer was down. So I had to use the copier.
Okay, I got it.
The copier is much hotter than that printer. So yeah, it's kind of cool. You got the imprint of the envelope.
Yeah,
That's how
so-
hot it is.
yeah,
That's
wow,
it's
that's
actually kind of interesting.
My computer went down. Oh my God, it's like,
It's amazing when it goes down, how little,
can't get it done.
yeah.
Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next hearing is gonna be June 22nd.
Oh, that's good. Let me take everything else off the count. June 20, oh, okay.
I'll put it this way, if you have if you have something between now and the 22nd, let me know, because then that means we scheduled something for it.
Okay, let me look.
I just don't remember.
Nope.
Okay, so June 22nd is
They'll
next year.
violate and then you can have plenty of time to.
Yeah, I have plenty of time to fix it. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go Rangers, and we'll see you next month.